Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So if you saw my last video, then you know that I did the dupe test for foundations. I tested out a total of 8 foundations and kind of decided to see which one was the absolute closest in pair. Now, the one that I chose that I thought was the closest is actually what I am still wearing right now. It is the Dior Skin Forever foundation. There we go. And it is in the shade 021. Now, with it, I am pairing it with the L'Oreal Pro Glow. Mine is in the shade 203 Nude Beige. And like I said, I still have those on from that last video. And what I decided to do was the winner of the overall dupes, which winner meaning which ones were the exact same, what formula seemed to be identical, how they applied similar, all of that good jazz. I decided to give it a wear test throughout the day to see which one holds up the best. So in this video, that is what I'm going to be doing. And I am going to finish up my face. I'm going to do my hair. And right now it is 12:30 in the afternoon. And once I get done with all of that, I am going to check back in and give just a little tiny update. And then I'm going to go do some housework. And then I'll probably be back. So let's get started on this wear test and let's see how they hold up. But before I hop off and do the rest of my makeup and get my day started, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you like to watch videos like these, and be sure and subscribe to my channel. As you all know, I am Kiersten, and I do post weekly, and I would love to see you here with me. Thanks, guys, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is our first official check-in after we have applied the full face. I did hop off camera. I did my hair, I finished my makeup, and I've done a few chores around the house, just kind of trying to work myself to see which one of these foundations holds up better, so I'm not cutting it any slack. I'm not trying to take it easy on anything. I have been doing dishes, I have been doing laundry, I have just been cleaning, vacuuming, all kinds of stuff to see which side holds up better. So, as of right now, looking at it a little bit closer, it almost seems like right through here on the L'Oreal side, so the drugstore side, it seems like my powder is kind of starting to wear off of the foundation, like it doesn't want to sit on it just totally right, and it's almost like I can see my skin kind of break through just a little bit. It's not bad at all. It still looks super full coverage on the face, and it still looks very nice. It doesn't look like I'm beat or anything. But yeah, doing a close-up on that, I can definitely see a little bit of my skin popping through there. On this side, what I do have to say is that where it is so hydrating, I can tell a little bit of my oil popping through, and I did set it with powder through there on both sides. So this side, it's almost like it broke apart. This side, it is like I have a lot of shine coming through and a lot of that oil popping and kind of just breaking the foundation, but it's not too bad. It's almost in the same exact area as over here, but this one goes about like from here to here. This one is just this tiny little circle right here. And as far as everywhere else goes, on the forehead, I will say this over here, where I do have some wrinkles, I don't know if you can tell, some wrinkles on my forehead. This side is kind of starting to break through, and I can see those wrinkles a little bit more through my foundation. Over here, it stops about right here, whereas this one goes all the way to the hairline. This one stops about right here, and then it still covers it up. So the Dior is still covering just a little bit better. The nose still looks good. The nose looks good on both sides. I don't have any complaints on the nose. Typically, the nose is one of the first things that kind of pops through and I can notice that there's an issue with. I don't see any issue there with the nose. On the chin, same thing goes for the chin. It's not looking too oily just yet. It still looks fine. I do bake underneath the cheekbone right through here. Both sides held up great with the powder. It didn't break through and it didn't look too much for my dry skin. It's not like it clung to it, but as far as how it looks on the skin when you first apply it, they do look identical. Now, within the next check-in that I might do, which by the way, it is 2:30 now, and my face got done about 12:30, so it's been about 2 hours of wearing this. I will say throughout the next couple of hours, I think I'll do another check-in around 5 o'clock and see what it kind of looks like then. But as of right now, it seems like the Dior side is holding up a little bit better, but it could drastically change, and Drugstore side could take the cake. So we will see. But anyway, I just wanted to pop in and do a little check-in with you all and just kind of show you where we are standing so far with our foundations. So I will see you all in just a little bit for another check-in, and I will be back. Okay, it is now 5:30 in the afternoon. My last check-in was at 2:30, and we are about to go out to dinner, so I thought that I would do a check-in before and then again when we come back. So as of now, not a whole lot has changed since my last check-in. Everything is still looking pretty similar, holding up very well still. I did a few more chores, and I even did my nails too, so it really didn't put it through a lot of work. But yeah, I didn't get any, I didn't get sweaty or anything like that, so it's still pretty much the same, but a couple hours later. So creasing was a little bit worse on this side. I did happen to notice that only under the eye area. That is the only place that I have noticed creasing. So just right through here. So it has kind of broken down through there a little bit. And also, something that I did not notice in my lighting in here and my mirror here in my beauty room, because I have really, really bright, just fluorescent lighting in here, I noticed in my bathroom with just the big, vanity type lighting over top of our mirror, I noticed that the L'Oreal side over here, the Drugstore, showed a little bit more texture on my skin. Now, keep in mind, I'm not really getting, I have a little shine, but it's not oil breaking through it or anything like that just yet. Now, once we go out and we start doing a little bit of things, or we start doing some stuff, I think that some oil will break through a little more. But as of right now, still just that same, nothing's changed. But this side shows a little bit more texture on the L'Oreal. I noticed it on the forehead a little bit, and then right in through here, and kind of where I did my highlight, I noticed a little bit more texture. Nothing too drastic from the Dior side, but that I did happen to notice. Everything over here is holding up well. My pores are still covered good. The nose still looks fine. The nose is getting a little shiny, I can tell. And kind of up through here on the forehead, it's getting a little bit shiny. The chin, not too much, but it will break through a little bit more, especially right after we eat. I feel like a lot of this is going to wear off because I constantly wipe my mouth and wipe my face. So I feel like I'm going to look like a hot mess after dinner, but I will be back for a check-in. That will be the complete final check-in, and I will give you all the what haps on this makeup as to which side I think did better throughout the wear test. But yeah, we're going to get ready. We're going to go have dinner, and then I will catch you all in just a little bit. Now, it is now 9:01. So the last check-in that I did was around 5 something. I think it was around 5 o'clock, somewhere like that. So it's been 3 to 4 hours since we've done our last one. Now, we just got back from eating. I've been sitting around for a little bit, just kind of letting it wear a little longer. And I think that I have made my decision. I think that I have. Now, ignore if you can see the red marks on my nose. I have been wearing my glasses today. I did just take them off for the video, so there wasn't a lot of glare from my lights and from my mirror light here. But, and even on that, let me just make a note. The side that I picked as my winner is also the side that held up better with my glasses. So I didn't have as much of the nose breakthrough and as much product come off on my glasses as I typically do, and as I did on the opposite side. So let me just go through and tell you some differences that I've seen so far since the last check-in. So to start off, this over here it seems like the longer that I wore it on the L'Oreal side, the more that my bronzer looked textured. It looked like it was just sitting on the skin, and it almost looked drier and drier and drier as time went on. That is something else that I did notice. Now on the forehead here, both sides are pretty shiny. Both sides had some oil breakthrough. Same on the nose. I can't really pick a side that oil broke through more, but on the nose, there was a lot of oil that did break through. I won't necessarily break through, but it's starting to right here in the dead tip of my nose. Underneath the nose area, I don't know if you can tell, this side over here held up better. The Dior side, this one kind of wore off and wore off and wore off down farther, and that was the L'Oreal side, so it didn't hold up as well on the L'Oreal side on my nose as it did on the Dior side. The creasing under the eyes, this side, the L'Oreal side, was still the worst. It broke through something awful. It really did. Especially right under through here. I don't know if you can see the creases, but right under through here really started to crease. I only have this one crease on the Dior side. Yeah, so for this one, I'm going to have to go with the Dior. In my opinion, the Dior won this one. It was a pretty close call, it was, but overall, the longevity, like I said, I've had this foundation on and, well, the foundation itself on since about 12:30 this afternoon, and it's now about 9 o'clock. So almost 9 hours of wear time, and to me, Dior has just held up better. It's done better in so many different areas. It has done better layering up products, so it just lasted a little bit longer. It lasted through all day's work, and it lasted through dinner, and it lasted through just kind of sitting around and just wearing on the face and having oils in my face break through. It held up the best, and to be honest, for wearing it for this long, it still looks like a pretty fresh face of makeup. It doesn't look like it's been worn for a long time. Whereas this side, I can definitely tell some wear in it. I don't know if you can see right through here, but there's a lot of redness around my nose where all of that has just broke through and just wore off. And even on my nose, that's what I was talking about. I don't know if you can tell, but that did not hold up as well where my glasses sit on my nose as well as the Dior did. So overall, in my opinion on this one, the Dior Forever Skin Foundation, the Dior Skin Forever, however you pronounce it, it won. So for this one, I'm going to have to go with the high end being the winner. The Drugstore was very close, but as far as how long it held up, if you're wanting a really good kind of bulletproof foundation, that one is definitely an option. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Like I said, I post weekly, and I would love to see you here watching all of my content. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you all next time.